Hi everyone. Today I want to talk about your environment and how the people that you surround yourself with will impact your growth and how far you go in this life. So I hope that you know that you are the average of your environment, and in particular the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. So if you were to make a list of the 5 people you spent the most time with and you look at their relationships, your relationship will be the average of those 5. So you'll have some people who have better relationships, some people who have worse, and you'll be there in the middle. If you look at money, you'll have some people who make a lot more money than you, some people who make a lot less, and you'll be somewhere in the middle. Same goes with health, same goes with business and career, emotional intelligence and stability, your spirituality, everything. So when we look at these 5 people that we spend the most time with and kind of our greater environment around us, I think that's a really important place to start. Because when we look at who we surround ourselves with, then we can get a really clear understanding of why we are where we are. Now, an interesting thing happens when somebody starts to go on a personal development journey, or they start to do something to improve their self. Maybe it's just in one area of their life. So they decide to start a business, or they decide to start going to the gym and become healthier. They quit smoking, they quit drinking, they quit doing drugs, whatever it is. It can be in one area of your life that you're looking to improve, or you could just be making massive change across all areas. And I see this each and every time with my clients. So I actually preface with them and warn them that it may be coming. Now, what happens is, in order to make this change, you have to step outside of your comfort zone. Now, anytime you step outside your comfort zone, it's going to be uncomfortable. That's the whole point of having a comfort zone. In the comfort zone is comfortable, outside of it is uncomfortable. So when we leave that comfort zone, then we are raising our average. And by raising our average, because we are the average of our network, but we also make up their average. So whenever I start to do something to better myself, I drag the average of those people up. Now, what that does is it's essentially taking a light and shining it on all the places in their lives where maybe they're playing small, or they're giving in to a negative belief or an excuse or a story that they've been telling themselves, or it shows all the areas where they've been stuck or stagnated in their comfort zone. And so what happens oftentimes is people say things like, "Oh, you've changed," or you're not the person that you once were. What are you doing? Like, who do you think you are? Don't you know this is how we were raised, right? And these are all things that I have heard throughout the years as I've progressed and kind of shed the person that I was to become the person that I truly am. When I let go of all those expectations of who other people expected me to be so that I could become the person who can stand in my truth, these are things that I heard along the way. And so maybe you start going to the gym, and your friends or your family or the people that you surround yourself with will say something like, "Oh, yeah, okay, this is just another fad. How long are you gonna do this diet for? Give it a couple weeks and you'll be right back doing what you were doing before, eating all, the tub of ice cream." Maybe you decide to quit smoking, and all of a sudden, you feel like you can't be around those people anymore because they'll encourage you to smoke. Or even worse, I think, if they don't encourage you to smoke, then they may take little jabs at you to hide their own insecurities about the fact that you have willpower and they don't. So what I really wanted to talk about today was to highlight to you why people do this. They're not trying to bring you down or pull you back because they don't think that you can do it. The reason that people so often hate on you or try and pull you down is because you're highlighting all the things that they wish they could do, but that they don't either have the courage or they're just not ready to do yet. And so that is not a reason for you to continue to play small. Now, I'm not saying that you should go out and fire anybody that's in your environment right now, but I'm saying you need to evaluate the quality of the friendship that you have. If somebody's only friends with you because you play small, is that the kind of person that you want in your life? And maybe while you're slowly cutting ties with anybody who's toxic in your life, over here you should be adding people who are amazing in your life. And I think the power of social media really comes to play here. I am in a number of mastermind groups with people from across the world, and whenever I'm frustrated or I feel like I'm not understood, those are the groups that I can go to where I know that they're full of other entrepreneurs, they're full of other women who are pushing to stand in their truth and, to hit all new levels, and they're empowering other women. There's health and fitness groups of people who, think it's important to eat organic food and to not drink fluoride in their water and all these other things. And so when my environment that maybe, I can't get rid of starts to make fun of those things, when it frustrates me, for the most part it doesn't, but when it does frustrate me, then I can go over to these mastermind groups of people who are so like-minded and who think in the same ways that I do and get the support that I need from there. And I don't know a single successful entrepreneur or anybody who's been successful in anything. I don't know of anybody who has done that alone. We're not meant to be alone. We are tribe animals, we are tribe creatures, and so we need that support. So whether it's in your physical environment or whether you need to look for a mastermind group on social media, I would highly encourage you to find a tribe that is going to support you to reach your goals, so that when other people don't understand what you're doing, that's okay. That's their journey and you're on yours, and you shouldn't play small and not share your message with the world or your gift with the world because other people don't understand. So if you have any questions about how to cut ties with people from your environment who maybe are toxic, or how to find a mastermind group, please feel free to reach out. I'm happy to help you in any way that I can. And hopefully I've given you something to think about next time somebody tries to drag you back to that comfort zone. Definitely keep going. It's worth it, I promise. See ya.